But while watching it also, CG, dupe.
Yeah.
If you go on that route, this fellow finally I turned and the drone was here. The film will not have any elevation action blocks where the hero will be walking in slow motion or all that will. Nowadays, it's all about delivering goosebumps, highs, and other things. No, so I think there is definitely a divine intervention because from where I have started, I was whenever you tell something supernatural happening, I'm hooked. It seems Ashoka didn't look like that. He was very lean, short, and there are very less films that parents would want to take their children to watch in Telugu.
Shriya.
Yeah,
I think that's one.
Murari also.
Murari also.
Yeah, I had that feeling with Devi Putrudu. Yeah, Murari also had that divine connection. I can just say Kalki in the recent past. So Mahavatar Narasimha is an educational film. There's a very rich story. A lot of story will be narrated to you in the film. We shouldn't be trying to mimic a previous success for any film. I don't want audience to think of how they're making the film. I learned how to run across the train while it is moving. And then finally when we put up that shot, they think it is looking too natural. I think it's VFX. We shot major film in natural light, 2 at a time at some point if I get something. But I don't see myself doing it. When you watch this film, there will not be even a single location that you have watched in another film.
Hello viewers, welcome to India Today. This is Maruti Acharya. There is a very special movie. I was referring to this movie as one of my most anticipated films of 2025, and the movie is finally set to release on September 12th. We have here the star of the film, Teja Sajja. Hello.
Hello brother, namaste.
Firstly, brilliant trailer.
Thank you.
How are you enjoying the response of the trailer? Is it scary or are you happy? Because
it's never scary, but very tensed always until the release of the film because we need to get everything right. And all my life, I don't know why I'm doing only ambitious films. It always happens in such a way that the resources that I have is this much, and what we are trying will be this much, so that difference will be there always in achieving that. So it's very nervous until we send out the final copy.
Also, before getting into Mirai, at the trailer launch event, you said a lot of good things, but something really caught my attention where you said, I will do one film at a time, or that is my method that I'm following. I'm really curious as to why are you following that method? Is there any particular reason behind it, or?
To start the answer, I might even do 2 films at a time if I get a project that is all set, ready, and I just have to allot my dates. But as of today, for all the projects that I am trying to do, these are very ambitious attempts, and it requires my attention in all dimensions to support the other crafts. Nothing, you need not do anything, you just have to be available to them, and they shouldn't even, my priority is the director should never think that okay, I have got only these dates of hero, I have to complete it in this amount of time, or we have to achieve it in this amount. I don't want my directors or producers to be in that space ever. Teja will be available for us until the last minute. Just like director and producer who are involved in the film, Teja is also involved, and he also has the same kind of stakes or even more. I see my journey like that. Probably I might do 2 at a time at some point if I get something, but I don't see myself doing it. I want to, but I don't see myself doing
because
it.
You pick all ambitious projects and it does definitely take time and good, worth it. The projects are turning out to be great. Talking about the VFX, that's the most talked about part from the trailer also ever since the announcement, right? So we all have our theories about why the VFX looks great, why the shot looks great in comparison to the current other VFX film. Let's not take names. The Mirai trailer looks far more superior in comparison to visual effects. That's an achievement. Now, from an insider who worked on the project, who've been there in the process, what is your analysis of why your VFX stands out? What have you done? What do you think is how did you crack that?
Bro, first of all, I think don't put that burden on us of saying you're delivering something really great. I take it as a compliment, but I think also keep in mind the limited resources and constraints that we have.
Absolutely.
And as you asked, I think what is working is probably the time we put into it and also director's conviction. First priority is director's conviction and the time, and also we are ready to shoot it again and again and again if the VFX, if the content is not supporting for the VFX. You understand what I say? We send out the footage, right? After we send out the footage for VFX, if that is not sitting in right in terms of lighting or texturing or anything, I am always available.
Yeah.
So we are ready to do it again and again until we get it right. But all said and done, I think the whole Indian film industry, we are not yet there where we can see our VFX well ahead of the film's release. We are ending up in the last minute things. That is still happening. Maybe that is one reason for the films that you are referring to where it is not working. It's not because of lack of awareness for the directors and the actors or the makers of that film. It is because by the time the delivery comes,
I understand.
yeah, so that
we work with time crunch and a lot of other things.
Yes.
I definitely understand.
Yeah.
Once director Rajmouli in one interview, when he is the one who got this VFX into mainstream, especially in Telugu cinema, right? So he said shooting in natural locations in the right way is also equally important. When I saw Mirai trailer, what really surprised, the visual effect shots are good, but I feel a lot of film was actually shot in natural locations. So where all did you shoot? How much of the film is naturally shot?
except two sequences, the whole film is naturally shot. Everything is a live location. We have went from Himalayas to Nepal to Sri Lanka to Bombay to Chennai. So we were on a scout to get the kind of location that we have in mind. So just imagine how crazy we were. We have something in mind and we are trying to find that around us.
Okay, like you went there, find. And
Yeah,
is that how you did?
No, we of course we did recce.
Yeah.
We didn't go with the team.
Yeah.
So the director was out on scouting. He had something in mind. Okay, I want a dojo like this. I want a bridge like this. I want to shoot something that looks like a Skyfall bridge. Now what do we do for it? We know where the Skyfall bridge is.
Yeah.
It's in Turkey.
Correct.
So for the logistics or the resources that we have, that is not a possibility to do a 10 days action sequence over there.
Yeah.
So how do we achieve it in and around India? For every particular sequence, for every single sequence, we had something in mind and we were searching for that in live locations. Okay. So, but yeah, we ended up giving out satisfied visuals. And one thing very proudly that I can say is, when you watch this film, there will not be even a single location that you have watched in another film. Even the interiors or anything for that matter. Not even a single location is already explored. It's all a new visual feast to you.
The train sequence also looks pretty amazing. How was it shooting that sequence? Was it difficult? Is that one of the most difficult sequences? Because it feels like it. Like there's a lot of intense camera and action also happening on that. So how was it working on that?
Train sequence was definitely a very challenging task because we were shooting live and we had only 2 kilometers of bridge to use, to utilize. So we had to go back and forth for every single shot. So if something happens in the middle, if the camera movement is not correct or the focus is not right, or if I miss my action portion, or if the fighter misses also, we will have to go to one point and then go back again and then start from there. And we were also shooting in time constraint. So we had only certain number of days permitted to shoot it over there. So it was definitely very challenging. And also, usually if somebody narrates this kind of train action sequence, they would immediately think of making it in a blue mat or anything. I was surprised of how Karthik sir has imagined to make it live action, and I am also surprised of that how I did it. Now looking back at it, why did we go there? What were we thinking of ourselves, hanging by the train, doing all that stuff, live action? So yeah, but the entire process, I think I take the opportunity that's been given to me very, very seriously, and I feel very responsible of the opportunity that's been given to me, and I have given my 110% to it. Maybe we didn't have, maybe I don't have the liberty to make it like that, but I have a dream to make it look like that.
Yeah.
And I I think we have achieved it.
I genuinely want to be on set and listen to those motivation. I feel like there was a lot of those moments on sets happening.
Never.
No?
Never. Always on location, you're worried, you're tensed.
Oh my God.
You're working against rain, you're working against local permissions, you're working against artists' issues. So there are 100 different things and chaos happening at once, and still you would you all you have to concentrate is to get that next one shot right.
Yeah. And sorry, director was only shooting all the film also.
Yes.
He is also the DOP.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But actually, everybody thinks that it is tough to do both the jobs. But I think that is what has made this film look like the way it is looking today. Just because of Karthik's visual sense and visual storytelling that's inside him, film is looking fantastic. And usually we see directors explaining it to the DOP and then DOP trying to do it, and then if the director doesn't like what is happening over there, then you will have to redo it, relight it up or do something like that. But that has never happened with Mirai because both are the same. And also we shot major film in natural light. Probably about 85% of the film is shot with sunlight. There are no lights specially used.
That is really surprising. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, only the night sequences or the sequences that needed lighting those sequences were lit. Otherwise, in generally, we did it on. I mean to say, we couldn't even. I mean, even if we wanted to light up those locations, it was not possible for us because they were so huge. If we were shooting in Himalayas, it was not possible for us to pick up the lights and go until the mountain edge, or if we were shooting on the bridges or something, it is not even possible for us. So yeah, we went against all these odds and tried to achieve that kind of visual. Yeah.
Great. Also, action is something that really stuck with me when I saw the trailer, and I thought it is the editing pattern of it. Then later I saw some of your interviews where you're talking about you went 20 days to Bangkok and you trained. What is this new?
I don't understand one thing. Why does everybody feel that if it is looking good, if the action is looking good, they think it is editing. If the VFX is looking good, they think it's AI. If something is looking really good, why do you want to associate it with something else where you take away the credit from the
actor?
Not the actor,
everybody,
filmmaker or anybody.
With this action shot, especially in that, right? Saw that immediately. It's like, hey, I'm seeing something different. That's how it hit me first. And then when I tried to, hey, how did they get it? So that's the step one. When I was noticing it, I actually felt the immediate thing is maybe the way they have cut it is because editing is the first thing that gets your attention. Then I realized it's not actually the editing. It's everybody, yeah, but it's you who is doing the stunt is so fast. It is not the usual fighting that we see in our cinema. So that is why I wanted to ask how different is that fight from
I was just joking, by the way. I've seen comments like these where we've almost trained for 3-4 days on how I learnt how to run across the train while it is moving, and then finally when we put up that shot, they think it is looking too natural. I think it's VFX.
VFX team has done a phenomenal job.
Yeah. So I don't understand that. Anyway, jokes apart, finally all this is not relevant to any of the audience. Only thing that matters is whether whatever technology I use, whatever style of filmmaking that anybody uses, ultimately are we delivering the impact or not?
Correct.
Is what is necessary. Only concern is when you're watching the film, I don't want the audience, not particularly my film, in generally, for any film, I don't want audience to think of how they're making the film.
Okay.
At that point, you're actually losing interest or the impact that.
Correct. I actually had this question for you because you are this young generation actor, and the way people are perceiving cinema has changed, right? You think audience are really critical, especially with commercial cinema?
They're critical with every kind of cinema.
Oh, okay.
Every kind of cinema, and when you're trying to deliver something that looks ambitious, no, I don't want the audience to get into that technicality of it while watching it. Okay, after watching it, you discuss about it. That is fine, but while watching it, also CG, dupe.
Yeah.
If you go on that route,
Understand.
You lose the grip in the narrative that the director is trying to
or the emotion of the scene.
Yeah, or whatever that we are trying to deliver, that is lost, and ultimately you will come out saying that you didn't get that high. But in the first place, you were not involved in it. You were trying to see that. But anyway, there are different ways of audience, different ways of viewing.
Yeah.
I am not here to say anything. I am just telling my opinion on it.
No, I am also curious about this, how we have changed. We enjoy similar kind of, when a movie re-releases, we celebrate. But if somebody is somewhere close or doing something very emotionally, we are too critical. Again, if you have anything to offer on this conversation, mention that in the comments below. Now again, action. Did you get trained for this movie separately?
Yes.
Is there a new art, martial art?
It's actually multiple kinds of action, multiple kinds of martial arts mixed into one format. But I have trained particularly for the film. For whatever action sequences we needed, I've trained for them in Thailand. I went to Kecha Master for about 15 days and I trained with him. Usually in Thailand they train Muay Thai, but I trained for a different kind of action where it includes different kind of martial arts.
Okay.
So first we had a previs, we wanted to achieve it, which looks cinematic. So for that I went to Thailand and I've learned it for 15 days I guess. The film will not have any elevation action blocks where the hero will be walking in slow motion or all that will... Majorly, it will not have any of those things. It will be entirely fast action and you'll feel the thrill while watching it. We've tried to do something like that.
What is Mirai about in the film?
What have we revealed in the trailer?
The one that you're holding.
Yeah, Mirai is a weapon that hero has to get to stop the catastrophe from happening. Yeah, that's what I can say.
Now, we want to understand some fun moment on the set and one where you thought, oh my god, how is this going to happen? The most stressful one?
Stressful always, every day. We were fighting against many things to achieve what we wanted. But one day we were shooting on the train, and it was a 45-50 seconds of an action block where I'm fighting 6 guys at once. There was a drone camera coming from behind, so it will come until us where we are fighting here. It will capture us like this, and it will go back. So the drone has started from a very long distance. So we had all the continuity issues because the train was moving. We wanted to get the shot exactly when the background was that mountains or greenery or whatever. So first take I missed in between, and Karthik sir was like, "Why did you stop?" I said, "I missed in between." "It's okay, I'll cut it from there. You don't stop in between. I'll have to take the train back again and start." And he was shouting. I said, "Okay, fine, chalo. Next time I'm not going to stop. Whatever happens, come on, start again." Now the train went back. So we started. The drone started coming. I didn't realize the drone was not a regular drone. It is an FPV drone which travels at 100 to 120 speed,
yeah.
And it is a specially made drone for filmmaking shots to go under the cars or in that speed. So the blades and all are made out of iron, where if it touches you also, even in 60 kilometer speed, it'll cut your finger off. So I didn't know that. Okay. First of all, so all the rest of the crew, all the direction department and the camera department knew what drone it was. So the drone operator was operating. I don't know what honeybee bit him or what happened. So the drone came until me. I was fighting this side, and finally I turn around and I have to fight another 2 over here after the drone comes, and it has to go around. It should stop at this distance. So I was fighting this fellow. Finally I turned and the drone was here. Whoa. Right here. I turned like this, it was here. And director has, and then from my corner I could see Karthik and all the direction department. They were doing like this. Oh shit, all this. But I was given an order not to stop, right? So I waited until the drone moved. Then immediately I started fighting these guys. So after the shot was over, I didn't know the drone had that blade also. Otherwise I would have panicked, probably.
Correct.
So after the shot was over, they were telling me, "Just miss, otherwise you would have been gone today with your eyes or whatever." So this is one particular instance that was funny yet dangerous that we have done. There are many other things that happened on location. All the effort, I'm happy that it's being translated onto the screen, and I hope and pray audience also will feel the same kind of thrill while watching it.
Dynamics of cinema, Telugu cinema, Indian cinema has changed significantly in the past 3-4 years only, like this year itself. So, as a young actor, right, what do you think about Telugu industry in general right now?
Everybody is on their own journey, bro.
Okay.
Okay, I personally believe you have to make films that you have conviction in. Like I understand these kind of films, so I understand them. So I'm excited with them. I'm doing that. I think we shouldn't be trying to mimic a previous success.
Correct.
So that keeps happening, not just in Telugu cinema, anywhere around. If one film works out, you tend to try and mimic that film or make a film of that genre.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So you think that worked, at least for some time, there was some space where people can recreate a successful formula, but now it is being rejected directly. Is that?
I think we shouldn't attempt it.
Okay.
Whether we get success or not in that is a secondary issue. But I think we should not attempt in the first place. Yeah.
One more, again, important question, because lot of interviews and appearances, right? You told about how I am doing these kind of films for the inner child in me.
Correct.
We, like all the people who especially get the luxury of pursuing their passion or satisfying their inner child. I recently watched the re-release of Atadu, and the whole experience of it and how people are reacting, telling the dialogues, dancing. Again, my father might feel that for a Chiranjeevi Garu or Venkatesh Garu's film. I am feeling that for Atadu because I grew up watching on that. We all grew up watching on those kind of films. What do you think are the younger generation? Are we doing enough films to cater? I think you give 3 films already. But overall, like, I see this as a very successful step, what you're doing. But I always had this thought, how do you think cinema is going to the younger audience? What is your opinion on this?
Particularly, I think there are very less films that cater to audience across age groups. If I can think of any, I can just say Kalki in the recent past. Do you recall anything?
The mass commercial cinema with less violence, like Guntur Karam is something, but
No, mass commercial cinema is there. You're asking me about the younger
exactly.
audience.
Even I can't recall. That's the sad part. The recent times is Mahavatar Narsimha that I can think of,
Yeah.
where we all went.
Yeah.
So
Mahavatar Narsimha is an educational film. It's our history. It's a story told. So that's a different aspect altogether. It's not a commercial cinema. Kalki is one great experience where you can take your kids, where you can take everybody in the family.
Correct.
And everybody will relate to the story or will enjoy one aspect of the film. So I think those are the kind of stories I am trying to do. My motive is to make an impact on the younger generation, probably after, not to change them or not to preach or anything. It's my own personal interest that after 5 or 10 years when they look back, if you ask them to name 5 films, they should also say my name or the impact that I have delivered on them.
yeah.
And there are very less films that parents would want to take their children to watch in Telugu. Whenever something from Western film, Western or whenever something from Hollywood comes, all the parents would pre-book the tickets saying that our kids would love it or watch. So those are the kind of films that we are doing, but ours is even more tougher job because we are not just catering for those audience, we are making a proper commercial film.
Yes.
Yeah, for a larger audience.
Correct. Talking about the devotional part of it and the whole history, mythology, Ashoka, all the Hanuman also had those elements.
Correct.
So now we are at a junction of the journey where our cinema is going, Telugu cinema is going Indian, India the cinema is going global. So it is the right time to take forward our Puranas and Itihasas and going forward. And you have 2 films in your pocket already, which you've done that. So how do you feel about you getting these kind of scripts and you being one of the pin or the anchor point of taking our Itihasas national and international? How do you feel?
I think there is definitely a divine intervention because from where I have started, I was searching for a job. I mean, in the films only. I was giving auditions, going from place to place. I didn't even have a film in hand. For 5-6 years, I was struggling. From there to here, where I'm standing today, it is definitely, there is a greater support that I'm having some universes supporting me, is what I feel. And it's just a coincidence of how Hanuman has come to me and how Mirai has come to me even before Hanuman's release, which also has a connection with Lord Sri Ram. And I don't know why I was excited only to do these amongst all the other opportunities that I got, which had really big directors, which had really big banners, but I never went after any of those things. I don't know why I was drawn towards these things. Yeah, I feel very blessed, and I'm sure there is some higher purpose guiding me. Yeah.
Yeah, like we all remember some Ganesh Chaturthi or some Dasara event where they're playing Ramayana or something. Can you recall any of those moments where you felt this rush of devotion listening to one of our Puranas or Itihasa stories as a child that really had a huge impact on you? Any story that you can recall?
I had that feeling with films.
Okay.
I had that feeling with Devi Putrudu.
Oh, Venkatesh Garu's.
Venkatesh Garu's Devi Putrudu. It is not predominantly a devotional film, but it has elements of it. And I can't exactly pinpoint and tell, but not when I was a kid, but also Karthikeya 2 has delivered something really great, which I was excited about. And yeah, these films have...
Do you remember watching Krishna Vamshi Garu Sriyanjaneyam?
Yeah.
I think that's one
Murari
of the films
also.
Murari also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's one of the films where
Yeah,
I felt,
yeah.
how was the experience?
Fantastic. Ante whenever you tell something supernatural happening, I'm hooked. I'm like that. So yeah, I loved those films also. Yeah.
Yeah, Sriyanjaneyam had a very big impact on me, and again, Hanuman's climax also gave me a similar high.
Yeah, Murari also had that divine connection. The film opens up with the temple, and
There is this one scene in Murari where the Pujari Garu, when he gets to know that Mahesh Babu is the turn, there's a conversation between him
God and
God and
yeah.
him. Like, you shouldn't do.
Correct.
Such an impactful scene, I must
Correct.
tell you.
And how greatly it was written that until the end of the film, by the midpoint of the film, you know that hero is going to be the one who will have to face the consequences for the family's curse. But how intelligently it was written that the grandmother sacrifices herself, which nobody saw it coming. So it was a fantastically written film. Yeah.
About Mirai, what to expect?
No nonsense, straight into the story. The minute you come to the theater, the minute the film starts, we are straight into the story. And you can expect some great action blocks. You can expect a visual... okay, you can expect great action blocks. I'll stop at it. And also, something that has not been explored too much in the trailer is the mother emotion and the backstories and what has happened for which the hero is fighting. That is one thing that you can expect.
What next? Any plans?
As of now, we are excited on Zombie Reddy 2.
It's in making.
Yeah, no, we're still we're still in planning. That will be an out and out entertainer. Yeah, that's one thing I'm excited about.
I really liked Zombie Reddy. From the idea, the comedy, it really worked for me. I went thrice.
Oh,
Once I watched it on my own. I was in college, so I went first day, first show.
okay.
I really liked it. And then I took my friends again. There's this film Prashant Verma is making. Let's go watch. They all enjoyed. I wanted to see how my parents will like that generation. I took them also. We had a lot of fun. So, what do you think it reached the potential which the film was supposed to reach?
No, it didn't. I think we, as you say, we needed a bigger platform to showcase our talent. We were all newcomers. Me, Prashant, sir, or the producer. I have no regrets because we are newcomers and we wanted to make something crazy only. In the first place, the film was made. So I don't have any regrets making that film in that way. But I think it needed a bigger audience. But I'm telling you, I can vouch for it. 2 is going to be another level. It is going to be made on an international standard, and we are not missing out on fun. It will be an out and out fun film, and we are going to deliver a zombie film to the international audience. We usually watch international zombie films. Now we are going to deliver that'll be something really crazy.
That's a very great way to end this discussion. Thank you so much once again. Again, for Zombie Reddy, beautiful film. I think you should definitely
Mirai, September 12th.
Mirai also September. Watch it in theaters. Our team has put in so much effort and packed a theatrical experience. I think I am definitely there with my review also on that day. You should also be there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe, and continue to shower the love more. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for doing this.
This is Maruti Acharya, and you're watching India Today.